What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEV the Black. I'm back and I'm here to give you my Hell in the Cell results video slash Monday Night Raw video. So it looks like I don't have a lot of time. So without wasting any more time, let's just get started. So I'm gonna start off with Hell in the Cell and then I'm getting into Monday Night Raw. So the Hell in the Cell kicked off with the pre-show match between the Hype Bros and Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. I didn't see the match. I was too busy watching the Packers and Cowboys game. It was a good game, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys lost, and that's all that matters to me. So, but I heard it was a pretty good match, so I give it a B plus. Next we go on to the actual main card of the show, and the Usos defeated the New Day in a great opening Hell in a Cell match. Every time these two teams get together, they always create magic, and it's wonderful. I was shocked that all three members of the New Day were actually in the Hell in a Cell, because if you remember, in a Hell in a Cell match, there are no disqualification, which means if Kofi Kingston were to get involved, or if he found a way inside Hell in a Cell, the New Day wouldn't be disqualified. They could gang up on the Usos 3-2, and then that'd be it. But I was shocked that didn't happen. I know they're baby faces, but come on, like the Shield do that all the time, and heck, DX came out and beat up people. So I mean, I'm just saying, but Usos are now 5-time tag team champions, so great way to open the show. Great match. Next, we had Randy Orton versus Rusev in a pretty good match. Anything that follows a great opening match is going to be very hard, but the match I thought was pretty good. Randy Orton won. I don't have a problem with that, but now it's just like, okay, so now they should be done with each other, so where do they go on from here? We'll find out. Next, we had a triple threat for the United States Championship between AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, and Ty Dillinger, which it should have been. I'm glad they made it that way. Don't know why they waited to the pre-show to do it, but, I mean, it is what it is. The match was good. The match ended with AJ Styles goes up for the Phenomenal Forum, hits Ty Dillinger, but Baron Corbin comes in at the right time, takes him out the way, and is now your new United States Champion. I figured this was going to go if it was going to be a triple threat, and now I was right. That's why you should listen to me. Next, we had Natalya versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. Another not a great match, another good match. Charlotte's knee was banged up. Natalya was working on it. Charlotte did her little jump, her back flip off the top of the post right there, and looked like she was gaining some momentum. But Natalya got herself disqualified by hitting her in the knee with a chair and taking her out. It's funny. I thought that because Charlotte's knee was banged up, that she would find a way to do the whole overcome babyface, become the champion, and then that's a perfect opportunity for Carmella to come in with her Money in the Bank contract, and there you go, Money in the Bank cash-in. But I guess they just weren't thinking that way. I mean, I was thinking that way during the match, but guess we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. But other than that, I thought the match was pretty good. Next, we had Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura and for the WWE Championship. Another good match. It was okay match. The Singh brothers do get ejected, and Shinsuke Nakamura hits the Kinshasa onto Jinder Mahal, but he's able to grab the ropes. He's going for it again, but Jinder Mahal dodges out the way and does beat Shinsuke Nakamura for the championship. He beat him clean, which is good. It looks good. I know a lot of people are disappointed, but it looks good for Jinder Mahal to beat, Shinsuke Nakamura clean. Now, whoever he defends the title, I'm guessing the feud's over now. I don't know. But whoever he defends the title against next, hopefully will find a way to, get the Singh brothers banned from ringside or whatever, and they'll have an opportunity. And then if and when Jinder Mahal beats them clean, then you can say, oh, there you go. He's a legitimate champion. Because at some point, you're going to have to do that. Yeah, the Singh brothers were out there. He did win clean, but they still were out there. How about we get him banned from ringside? Can Jinder Mahal do this on his own? And then we will find out. But other than that, okay. Next, we had Bobby Roode taking on Dolph Ziggler in Bobby Roode's first pay-per-view match. I thought the match was solid. Dolph Ziggler came out. You know, his music played, but as he came out, everything was black. There was no music. There was no nothing. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought it was kind of cool. I never seen anything like that before. And I've been to a WWE event, so I know what it looks like. It's not black. I mean, they even have all the colors and screen on and everything. But yeah, it was interesting to see, you know, Dolph Ziggler come up with no entrance music. You know, I mean, it took me back to R-Truth in 2011 when he was a heel, but at least he had a Titantron, you know, and a screen on, but it was just black. So I just thought that was interesting. Thought the match was okay. Bobby Roode won. At the end, they were both rolling each other up and grabbing each tights. Dolph started it, but Roode was the one that actually finished it and won the match. But as soon as the match was over, Dolph Ziggler hits him with a zigzag, so you know the match will continue probably on SmackDown. And then finally, we have the main event, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens in a Hell in a Cell match. Phenomenal match. Thought the match was great. A lot of bumps here and there. You know, it's funny when Kevin Owens was mocking Shane, you know, in front of his kids. The only thing is people have a problem is that the fact that his kids were laughing. I mean, look, yeah, it would have been better if they were like, oh my god, no, daddy. But I mean, come on, just let it go. Just let it go. That's just nitpicking, really. Just let it go. But, I mean, you know, the match was great. Shane took the fight to Kevin Owens as soon as he didn't even get to the cell. He took the fight to him. Eventually, they ended up on top of the cell. Or Kevin Owens did, and he attempted to jump off the cell on top of Shane, but he got cold feet and didn't do it. So eventually Shane climbs up there, and they're fighting. And the whole time, they're bumping on top of the cell. I'm thinking, oh, God, it's going to break. They're going to fall through. But luckily, it didn't. My heart was racing the whole entire time, especially when Kevin Owens attempted to throw Shane off the top of the cell, a la Undertaker and Mankind. And I'm just saying, oh, God. When Kevin Owens gave him that pop-up powerbomb to Shane, I was like, oh, God. But luckily, both guys survived. As they're climbing back down, Shane knocks Kevin Owens off to a table. He puts him on top of another announce table and goes up to the top to do what he did at WrestleMania. But just before he lands his elbow, Sami Zayn comes out of nowhere, pulls Kevin Owens out of the way. Shane McMahon hits hard. Bro, he's basically dead. He looked dead, man. It was not good. The medics are coming to check on Shane, but since it's a false count anywhere, Sami Zayn puts all the guys out the way, puts Kevin Owens on top. Ref counts 1, 2, 3. Match over. Sami Zayn is heel. Kevin Owens wins. We're gonna find out tonight why Sami Zayn did what he did. I have a feeling he's gonna say something. Kevin's right. You know, I've done nothing in my career, so I had to do something, and that was my friend. Regardless of our differences, that guy, you know, I've known him for a long time. I didn't want to see him get hurt, so I had to save him. You know, I had to be there for him. I don't know if this means those two are going to team up now, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see Sami Zayn as a heel. So I thought Hell in a Cell was a pretty good pay-per-view. Nothing really. It was about a solid B+, I thought. It really was. Better than the last SmackDown pay-per-view, I'll tell you that much. But now we transition from SmackDown pay-per-view to Monday Night Raw. And Raw kicks off 3, 2, 1, go. Raw kicks off with The Miz and Curtis Axel in the ring. They're doing Miz TV and the Mizzies. You know, Cesaro and Sheamus get an award for Best Supporting Actor. Miz gets an award. Curtis Axel gets an award. Then Roman Reigns comes out. He says that he's giving him one chance to leave. Miz says you ain't got no help. All the Shield rumors are trash, they're not real, and he's like, they're not rumors. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose come out. They jump and beat down Cesaro, Sheamus, and Curtis Axel. And then triple powerbomb The Miz. It was great. Crowd loved it. Cheering Roman Reigns. Loved it. Great. Shield is back. Next, we had Jason Jordan taking on Carl Anderson. It was an okay match. I didn't think it was boring. Some people thought it was boring. I didn't think it was boring. Big solid win. Good solid win for Jason to get some of his heat back. Great win. I expect next week we're probably going to have Jason Jordan against Luke Gallows. So, you heard it here first. Next, we had Apollo Crews taking on Elias. And, you know, I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's not horrible. It's not something I look forward to. It's kind of complicated. It's complicated. But, I mean, at the end of the day, the match was alright. I'll just say the match was alright. wasn't horrible. It was alright. Next, we had Enzo come out. You know, he wanted to know why Kurt Angle is allowing Kalisto to get a championship match because of his clause. And Kurt Angle said that the clause only applies to the people before he signed, who already were on the 205 Live roster, and he signed Kalisto after. Enzo says he's being treated unfairly and doesn't want to have the match at TLC, so Kurt Angle changes the match to tonight. And to make sure Enzo doesn't get himself disqualified, he makes it a lumberjack match. So now all the cruiserweights are going to surround the ring while Enzo and Kalisto have the match for the Cruiserweight Championship. And it is in the main event for like the third or fourth straight week or something like that. Great stuff. You know, everyone's like, oh, Enzo can't be a heel, you know. Enzo can't be a heel because he's, everyone loves him too much. His promos are great. He's funny and all that stuff like that. But, you know, just give it some time. I do hear some boos. Maybe just because they're sick and tired of him, but I do hear some boos, but, you know. Next, we had Matt Hardy taking on Braun Strowman. You knew Matt Hardy was going to die. He put up a good fight, though. You know, DDT, he hit him with a twist of fate. But Braun Strowman kicked out at one. Matt attempted to go for another twist of fate, but Braun Strowman reversed it into a choke slam, then another choke slam, and then a running power slam. 1, 2, 3, match over. As he's taking Matt Hardy up the ramp to God knows do what with, probably slam him through the thing again like he did a couple weeks ago. The Shield come out, and they were wearing Shield shirts. So it's funny. They beat down Braun Strowman, give him a triple powerbomb through the table, and now it's table, and everyone's loving it again. It's great stuff. Then we go The Miz in the back, and he's like, yeah, I want another partner. And Kurt's like, all right, who you got in mind? And it's Braun Strowman. So now at TLC, it's The Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, and Braun Strowman taking on the Shield. That's definitely going to be a fun match. Can't wait for it. Should be fun. Next we had James. Oh, Mickey James. I was like, who the heck is James? James Ellsworth? Then we had Mickey James come out. She cuts a promo about how she's not old, how, you know, Alexa Bliss is the reason why, you know, she felt like she didn't fit into the locker room, whatever like that. But so Alexa Bliss comes out, shows a clip of her still making fun of her. Mickey James beat her down for a bit, but pretty much that's it. I think this will be a good match until Asuka comes. So until then, I'm not upset with this feud. I like it so far. It's pretty good. I mean, it's weird that they're fighting over because they said she's old. She's like only 38 or something like that. That's not old. Now if she was 48 or 45 or something like that, or even in 40s, I'd be like, oh yeah, she's old. But she's like 36 or something like that. She's not old. She still looks good. Real good. Or as Booker T would say, good. So next we had Finn Balor come out talking trash about Bray Wyatt again and Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt appears on the screen, says Sister Abigail wants to meet him. Then, you know, he basically looks like they put a cloth over Bray Wyatt's face, and you know, and a silly voice over of Bray Wyatt, and I guess Sister Abigail is alive through him, and that's gonna be like his alter ego, kind of like how the Demon is the alter ego of Finn Balor. It's kind of cheesy, yeah, but I want to see where this goes. Maybe we'll have Sister Abigail against the Demon or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, while we're tired of Bray versus Finn, this is kind of getting interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see where it goes with it, though. I ain't giving up yet. Next, we had a fatal 5-way elimination, which between Bayley, Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, Emma, and Dana Brooke. They forgot to mention that it was an elimination match. Kurt Angle just said it was going to be a fatal 5-way. So when Bayley won, and we heard that Alicia Fox was not Alicia Fox. Who was eliminated? I can't remember who was eliminated, but whoever got eliminated first, we're like, wait, it's over now, and they're like, oh wait, it's an elimination match. What? When did that happen? Because even the announcers didn't even know. Because Cole was like, oh, we're just now being told that it's an elimination match. So thanks for the heads up, guys. But in the end, you know, Bayley and Sasha got into it a little bit. Bayley lost eventually. Actually, Sasha lost too. Amazingly, it's gonna be Emma versus Asuka. So that's all right. We'll see how that goes. All right, fine. Not mad about it. I mean, I think Asuka versus Sasha Banks would have been a great match, but I ain't mad about it. Next, and finally, we have Kalisto taking on Enzo in the main event for the Cruiserweight Championship. The crowd wasn't really into it until the Cruiserweights, the Cruiserweights were beating down Enzo. So the only Enzo's biggest beef was with Mustafa Ali. So I can probably see those two having a match tonight. And then in a couple weeks, Enzo, he basically, in the end, he cost Enzo his Cruiserweight Championship, allowing Kalisto to go for the Salida Dosa off the top rope and beat Enzo. Enzo should not have lost the Cruiserweight Championship. He should not have lost. It makes no sense. Everything Enzo's saying is absolutely true. They've been in the main event for like the past couple of weeks because of Enzo. When Enzo went to 205 Live, people were like, oh, Enzo's on 205 Live now? I think I'm going to start watching a little bit more now. I said the same thing, but, I haven't actually done it yet. So, I mean, I'm just saying, but with Enzo there, it does make the Cruiserweights more interesting. I'm just saying, though he does not compete on their level, he is still one of the best talkers in WWE. Like I said, I don't agree with Enzo losing. Probably going to see Enzo versus Mustafa Ali this Tuesday on 205 Live, and then expecting 2 weeks for Kalisto versus Enzo for the Cruiserweights. Hopefully Enzo wins the title back because, for all we know, Neville might come out and cost him his belt. But, I mean, it made no sense for Kalisto to win. Not yet. He shouldn't have, even if the match was to let TLC, he shouldn't have won there either, I don't think. Enzo being champion, makes sense. But, so that was Raw, and that was TLC. Overall, I'm not disappointed. The past 2 days, Raw has been pretty solid. It was good. Like I said, I think Hell in a Cell was a B+. Not mad about it. So with that being said, that is about it. Stay tuned. I'm about to give my Eagles Panthers prediction video. And if you're not down with that, I've got 2 words for you. Peace out.